Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of my Journeyman save. My name's Dean, glad to have you here. And we are back at Wisła Płock. Or Płock. I'm still not 100% sure on the pronunciation. I haven't been able to find any easy YouTube videos or anything about it to give like any basic ideas. So that's the best I've got at the moment. Wisła Płock. In the meantime, since we last had a video, I played through the friendlies. We did fairly well. I don't remember which friendly we actually started for. It'd probably be this one actually, because we have formations here. Looks like we used to play a 5-2-2-1. However, now we're playing a 4-2-3-1 because that's just how I like to play. Plus, it really suits the team, as you'll see here. So this is the 4-2-3-1 we're going with. I'll introduce you to the squad real quick. At our goalie position, we have Krzysztof Kaminski. He's going to be our starting goalkeeper. He's 30 and he is aging. And he also doesn't like me because I sold a club legend. But, you know, he'll get over it. We'll get some wins under the belt and it'll be fine. If I do need to get rid of this guy, that'll be fine. We have two perfectly good keepers under him. We've got Jacob Vrabel, I believe, or Vraubel. He looks really good. He's 24. He has a bit of room to grow. He's got good reflexes. I'd prefer them to be a bit better. I generally, when looking at keepers, I like looking at their reflexes and their one-on-ones. And he's passable. I'll use him. I won't feel bad about it. Then in the third slot, we have SNAIL. I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce the first name, so I'll go with Bartholomew for now. If you have corrections, please feel free to drop them in the comments. That would be perfectly appreciated. His reflexes are good. His one-on-ones are good. He isn't quite as complete a player, I don't think. But he's also younger, so he could grow more. So both of them are perfectly good options. I'm holding on to both at the moment. If I do need to get rid of one of them, I'll probably get rid of Jacob, simply because he's on 950 a week, while Bartholomew's on 475. Moving to our right back, we're currently using Lucas Berliga as our starter. He's 32, very much aging. I don't think I'm going to sign him again. He's slowing, he's not great, but he's got good mentals. Decent stats here with like the finishing and crossing and like just his actual technical stats. I could even run him as a winger if I wanted to. His marking's passable, his technique's passable. He's just an average player. There's nothing spectacular about him. Our backup is going to be Damien Boatsian. He's 31 and he won't be in the team next year. I want to swap him out for a younger player. He's old. His physicals are practically gone, but he's going to be, like, if I do need a dedicated replacement wingback, that'll be his job. At centre back, we've got some of the better players on our team. We've got Jakob Retsenniak. I'm probably just going to go with a lot of first names because I don't want to mispronounce stuff, and I also don't want to give like a really lazy effort to pronounce them. So I'll probably just go with that for now. And again, he's very old. This team is very old. I want to, if I'm going to stay here for a long time, assuming I don't get fired, I want to revamp how old this team is. It just isn't how I want to do things. It doesn't leave me in a sustainable spot for the future. We need a serious overhaul here. He's got a pace of 9, acceleration of 8. He's got good natural fitness, but he's also 34. His mentals are great, but you know, he's 34, so that's expected. Everything else is on the decline, but he's one of our better ball-playing defenders. If we go back. Then we also have Damian Michalski, who has a lot of promise. I like this guy a lot. He's 22, 3.5 star. He can be played at center defender. It reckons his best position's right back, but he's got good heading. He's 191 centimeters tall, which I'll take any day of the week. His marking, tackling's good, passing's good. He's not, and again, like, he's not an exceptional player, but with him being 22, he's got a lot of room to grow. I'm pretty happy with him. Then on the left wing, the left back, we have our complete wing back. It's Angel Garcia, and I haven't really run much in the way of complete wing backs before, so I don't really know how this will work. He's got a lot of just roles that let him seem to take over the game, which I'm excited to see how that goes. Garcia himself, he's got alright pace. Again, he's still aging. He's probably in the peak of his career. He's got good dribbling, good crossing, good first touch. I imagine I'll be able to just feed the ball to him and he'll be able to make stuff happen, which is going to be the goal for that left-hand side. And yeah, that's the back line. We go to our midfielders. We're currently running Damien Razak as our starter. He looks very good physically. He's got very good mentals. He's just really very well-rounded. I could run him as I think I've got him as my box-to-box midfielder. Oh wait, no, I've got him as my ball-winning midfielder, which for that he's going to do great on. He's got great marking, great tackling, great technique. He'll be able to do a great job, and he is only 24 as well. I would probably only keep him for a couple more years before wanting to move him on, but he looks really good. I'm very happy to have him around as my ball-winning midfielder. And then in the other slot, we're running a box-to-box midfielder, which is Philippe Lesniak. He's 24. He's not as good here. He's got decent work rate, which is usually what I look for when I'm making a box-to-box midfielder. His teamwork, positioning, and passing is pretty good, so I wouldn't want to put him in a defensive role because his tackling and marking aren't as good. But he seems to have good mentals. He's perfectly passable. We'll see how he goes. If I need to get a replacement, I need to get a replacement. And we move to the attacking midfielders. On the right, we've got Hubert Adamcic. Adamcic. He's 22. He looks like he could have a lot of room to grow as well. On the left, he plays as an inverted winger, so I'm playing him on the right as an inside forward, and hopefully that works out for him. So he's got alright pace, he's got alright acceleration. Considering I don't want him to play as a pure winger, I want him to play as a forward. That's not too bad. His finishing's kinda low, but I think he'll do a job. That should be fine. And again, he's very young, lots of room to grow. And this is the reason we're running a 4-2-3-1 and not a 4-3-3 with a defensive mid. It's Rafael Voski. He's just a great player. Like, look at all this. Considering the level we're at, he's meant to be an advanced playmaker. Got 14 vision, 14 technique, 13 passing. He's not a physical specimen, but he's a playmaker. He doesn't have to be. I'm very happy with how this guy looks. And he's got 11 finishing. If I need him to play as a shadow striker and turn the wingers back into wingers, that works fine. Then on the left, we have Piotr Pidl. Yeah. And again, he's meant to be an inverted winger. Looks like we only have right-footed players here. He's 21 and has a lot of room to grow. I'm very excited about Piotr. Or Peter. Again, I'm not 100% sure on the pronunciations. If you do want to correct me on them, that would be terrific. Just chuck them in the comments and I'd love that. Dribbling, he's great. First touch, he's great. Passing's good. Technique's good. I don't see a world where this guy doesn't get to play. He's better than all the alternatives I have access to at the moment. Also, considering I don't really have all that much option to sign players. Our finances, we've got a transfer budget of 138,000. And we have some wage budget in hand, but we don't really have enough to get in the sort of quality player that I'd want to bring in. And starting as our striker, we have Aram Cabrera. He is 33. He's not going to be amazing, but he's got 14 finishing. He's 180 centimeters tall. He's not a heading god. Maybe the 17 penalty taking will be the only good stat he has going for him. Yeah, he's mentally good. He's got passable technicals in where he needs to have them. Yeah, he's alright. Very alright though. Basically, this team's got a lot of alright players. Not much that I'd say is spectacular, and not a lot of hope for the future. Hopefully I can fix that up over the rest of the season and the off-season. And then our substitutes, I'll go over the ones that I think have some relevance to them. We have Cillian Sheridan, who is being sold off. He's on a lot of money, and I don't really see him having a long-term future in the team. Finishing of 11, and he's a target man. I don't have a use for a target man in a one-striker system. Maybe if I was running a shadow striker or some other system, I don't know, but I don't really have a role for him. And also he's just not a very good target man, I don't think. With 10 pace, 10 acceleration, that's not the sort of striker I want. So he is shipped off. He will be leaving the club eventually. Other players who are leaving the club, I think that's about it that's leaving. Other depth, we can go over other people when we need to. But we've got an old guy, Julio Rodriguez. He's not going to see much play. He can jump, that's about all he has. His sole reason he's in the team is his 194 centimeter height. That's it. He'll sit on the bench and come on when I need him to. Tsumilas is a Mazzala. He doesn't have great physicals. He's got very passable mentals. Imagine in a year or two, a lot of those 9s will pop up to 10s or 11s, and I'll be thinking, wow, this guy's incredible. But as of right now, he's kind of just average. He's going to sit on my bench, and if I get a good offer for him, then he'll go. Our backup striker is going to be Patrick Tuzinski. He's honestly very similar to our starting striker. He's slow. He's a target man, which isn't what I want at all. And he's got average technicals. There's just a lot of areas that I want to improve on. And the striker is only one of them. It's probably the more important one, just because it'll guarantee if we can have a striker that can score 20 goals a season, regardless of the rest of the team, then I can build around that. We also have a lot of players on loan, which I don't really like. I don't know why we have a 28-year-old midfielder on loan. To me, the idea of putting a player on loan is because they're young and they need experience. If they're 28 years old and they're not going to get any better, I don't see why they're on loan. So if I look at his contract, he's barely getting paid his full wages. So I'm not really making any money off him. There's an optional future fee. Maybe this is just our team's way of getting rid of him. I don't know. But these are all loanings that were done before I got here. A 34-year-old player on loan. Bashfully, if we look at that, he's on loan for significantly less than his wage bill. Again, I just don't know why these guys are on loan. This guy's 26, he's 3.5 star. We could be using this guy on our team. I might look into recalling them if I need to. I'm still not 100% sure what the rules to the league are, and maybe I won't be able to use them. And then I've got David here, who's actually I might end up running him as... Oh no, I can't run him as a striker, not with 17 finishing. But he's probably one of the faster players I've seen so far. 13 acceleration, 12 pace. Yeah. There's just not a lot going on this team at the moment. A lot of old players, a lot of just chaff we need to sort through. I'm going to have to do some scouting, see if I can find some people who are actually usable, and make a plan for the future, which will probably not involve anyone over 30. A lot more players like Damian Michalski, I think. But anyway, today we have our first game since we've taken over. We're going up against 11th place. I don't know how to pronounce that E. Zagreb Lubin. Let's go with that for now. Or we'll just go with Lubin. There's no one else named Lubin, right now? Okay. So we're up against Lubin. Like Wisła versus Lubin. Okay, so this is the lineup we're going to go with. Oh wait, what happened to my lineup? It's got that as a... Oh, what the? I clicked a option on the previous screen and it's completely reset my tactic. I guess this is as good a time as any to talk about my tactics. We're going to be running with an advanced forward at the top. Inside forwards on both sides, so we have a somewhat 4-3-3 going on. Inside forward. Oh, maybe we'll run an inside winger here. Take my wrist cross less often, dribble more, cut inside with the ball. Yeah, we'll go inside forward. So we're going with the 4-3-3. I'm pretty happy with that. Then we'll have the advanced playmaker at the top here. Box-to-box midfielder to help connect the two. Ball-winning midfielder because we're not a very good team. We're going to be utterly smashed in the defensive transition, so I want to keep Razak back for that. On the wings, we're going to be going with wingbacks on automatic. Wingbacks on automatic. We're playing on attack because I always play on attack. It's just, I just like playing attacking football. It doesn't matter if I'm against Manchester City or against the Manchester police team. I'm going to be playing an attacking game. Our tactics, we're going to be focusing on overlaps, playing wide, and I won't leave any of that. We're going to be working the ball into the box, running at the defense and being more expressive. Pretty happy with that. We'll play in slightly more direct. In transition, we want to be counter-pressing and countering, distributing to centre-backs and full-backs. Yeah, yep. And then we'll go with a higher and a standard line. I know when I'm gegenpressing, yeah, we'll go with the higher and higher line. We do want tighter marking, and that's our tactic. It's pretty much just gegenpress, more direct, and hopefully I won't have to change it because usually I play with a really pacey team and we can use the direct counter football, but maybe hopefully we can make it happen without the fastest of players, with wingers with the same pace as wingers in the Vanarama North League have. Fingers crossed. Let's start the game. I don't think I've ever seen players get demotivated from being told I have faith in them. Jeez, come on Damien. Have some self-belief. Oh, I do like this green. Up against Lubin. There we go, good guys. Alrighty, our form might be a bit rough, but today's the day we turn it around. We are currently sitting in a very comfortable 16th place. That's okay. Now's as good a time as any to mention, if you're liking the series or if you like watching me, feel free to chuck a like on the video or comment if you have any suggestions for me. I always read everything I get and I do my best to answer everything too. Also, if you like what you see, feel free to chuck a subscribe on the video. I'd really appreciate it, and it motivates me to make more stuff. Now we can get into the game. Been a dull game so far. We're holding even on possession. First highlight of the game, 37 minutes in. Pirtle gets the counter, or clears it out. Okay, knocks it back to Berliger. Berliger slowly ambles up the wing to Adamcic. Knocks it back. Oh, he's so slow. Come on. And there's... oh, come on, come on, come on. Whew. That was some slow, poor looking defending. Okay, it's cleared out. Maybe against this I'll just be happy with a draw. XG doesn't have us out of the game. We're not doing as well as our opponents, but... oh, where's the speed? Oh... That chip has such good success, I swear, in Football Manager. It's so scary to go against. I'm going to point finger. I'm not happy with your performance. Come on, guys, you can do it. A lot more to come, and I believe you have what it takes. Okay, well, my words just are bouncing off these guys. Let's go out to the half. Encourage them again. Oh no, defending set pieces. Oh, we defended the set piece. And are we actually on a counter? No. Of course not, we're too slow to counterattack. I hope I'm not, like, tunneling too hard on the idea that we're slow. Because I swear it's not just my imagination. But we seem so sluggish. Especially in defense and in transition. Maybe we're just going to have to be one of those teams that slowly builds up. Oh, come on, he's ruining him for speed, and now he's out of position. Ah, Mario Kvezic with a beautiful chip goal. Can't fault him for that. It did its job. Alright, let's do some substituting. It's not even anyone playing awfully, so I can't single out someone. Everyone's just playing bad across the board. Must be one Polish under 22 in the starting lineup. Wow, okay, so Peter's gotta play. The worst playing player on the team has to play. Right, well, I guess I'm going to be trying to invest in some young Polish talent. Now bring on Taszynski. Go Piero. Make something happen. Oh, he's so slow. Can't even hit the through passes. Just gonna get skinned for speed there as well. You gonna give up the penalty? No. Is it a penalty? No, okay. No, it is a penalty. Oh, it's going to VAR. Oh, no penalty. I don't think I've ever seen a penalty come back as a no penalty. That must be a new thing. Furious. In danger of being booked. Fine, Razak. You're coming off. Who do we have who can play for you? I don't even have an assistant manager to recommend anything to me. Wesley Diaz. Why not? Wesley Diaz can come on for you. And Philippe. Vozchech? Yeah, Vozchech can come on. Why not? It's like they can make things worse. At least we're holding good possession. We've got 53%. Our pass completion's not great, but it's also not awful. Oh, come on. No. Oh, now they're 2-0 up. I guess Lubin's got this one. Unless it's time for the great comeback. No, we're just going to get utterly ruined on the attack. Oh, that was the ball forward. At least it missed. Us finishing 3-0 would be pretty cutting. Piotr's dropped to a 6.1. That's just not good enough. So I'm far from pleased with that result. Point finger, no. Thrash arms, alright, no. I just won't do anything too aggressive. I'm far from pleased. I'm not happy with Razak at all. At least his attitude in the dressing room anyway. We could have moved out of a relegation zone with that. And instead we give up another few wins. Squad's unhappy with my management. Okay, let's have a chat with them. Right, there are a few murmurs of discontent. Can one of you step up and explain the issue so I can get it sorted? Some of the lads feel your team talk leaves a lot to be desired and want changes in the way you handle them. Some people feel there's a problem that I'm happy to try to change my approach. At the end of the day, you're the ones that have to go out and get things done. Okay, that's fine. We'll ease off on them. After all, I mean, it isn't like this is a professional environment or anything. These are just high schoolers, right? Okay, their morale's gone up. Rolas Tazinski, Cabrera hasn't scored. None of my strikers have scored. 7 matches, 10 matches. Oh no. We're gonna have to do some serious scouting to find a striker. Okay, well at least Damien was happy with my press conference. Okay, so I think I'm gonna play through a couple more games. I'll probably only do 2 or 3 more games this season, I think. Then we can get through to the end of it and go into a transfer window. Naturally, if I lose my job or get in trouble with the board, then I'll come back for that, just to take note of it. But yeah, we'll see how we go. Okay, thanks heaps for watching. Hopefully I'll see you next time.